Hey guys, Natural Beauty here. I'm going to talk to you real quick about 3 tips that I've learned along my journey to help my locks lock faster. The issue that I had with my locks is my hair texture in its loose natural state is very soft. I have type 4 hair but it feels like cotton. It's really soft, and I just had some issues in the beginning on my hair locking. Some other people have mentioned in a lot of my older videos and updates that they have type 2 and type 3 hair, which is a looser curl pattern, and that also makes for longer time for your hair to actually bud. A quick hair 101, so this will make a little bit more sense. The outside hair, the outside shaft of the hair, what people know or relate to as the cuticles of the hair, they look a lot, without a picture to show you guys, they look a lot like fish scales that are layered underneath each other or on top of one another. And when your hair is dry or aka nappy, for whatever reason, those cuticles lift up. When your hair is moisturized and smooth and shiny, they lay down. So with loose texture hair, you want your cuticles to lay down because you want it to portray shininess. When you have locks, or you're trying to get your locks, your hair to lock, you want those cuticles to be up. So you have to do things, especially if you have soft texture hair or loose curl pattern, to make your cuticles lift up so that they can connect with other cuticles that you have or your other pieces of hair, which will in turn create knots, eventually make buds, and that will turn into locks. So the very first thing that I would advise is, especially if you're just starting out, is to always shampoo your hair. That is, I would say, the #1 thing is to shampoo your hair. Some people go without shampooing and conditioning their hair because they know that the water will loosen up the coils or whatever they did, the twist, to start their locks, and they try to avoid that. So they think that by not shampooing their hair that they can avoid that step, but it's not going to help you out. When you shampoo your hair, especially with a clarifying or a detoxifying shampoo, not a moisturizing one, but it's still a shampoo, but especially with either those two, you are drying out your hair. So you're stripping everything out your hair. Like I mentioned, when your hair cuticles are dry, they lift up. So shampoo is very important in the locking process. You definitely want to shampoo. Now you may think, well, if I shampoo, usually people follow up with a conditioner. Some people don't condition just for that reason, but you got to be careful with not conditioning. When you don't condition your hair, your hair cuticles may stay up and it may be able to lock a lot faster, but if you don't shampoo your hair, you skip out on that conditioning process, then your hair can get too dry and will eventually pop off or get thinner, or you'll have some kind of issues. So that's why I always shampooed and conditioned it, but shampooed was really important. The second tip was sea salt baths. I did this, I didn't really share it, I don't know why, but I probably did this like once every few months. I just filled the sink up with water, put a whole bunch of salt in there, let my hair soak, or I did it in the shower in a big Gatorade bottle or water bottle and put the sea salt in there. It has to be sea salt. And I poured that over my head and put a little cap around my head while I was in the shower and just let it sit in there. The sea salt works the same way as a shampoo do, and it just strips your hair. It helps with like antifungal issues and all that kind of stuff, but besides for the medicinal properties of it, it really does strip your hair and dry your hair out, which does what? Lift those cuticles up. When those cuticles are up, they lock a lot faster. And the second thing I did was always keeping my hair retwisted. That's a good and a bad thing. I did comb coil, so when I went back and comb coiled my hair, the structure of my hair wasn't just in its loose state. It already had a base when because I twisted it very often, or every 2 weeks. It was already coiled, so all it had to do was just knot together. And I preferred it being twisted rather than being loose more, because not only did it look better, but that structure of the coil would make it lock a lot faster in my mind. So that's why I twisted it as often, not just because of the neatness, but I wanted my hair to lock. And that eventually did create issues because I have very soft texture hair. Retwisting every 2 weeks, I had to slow down to once a month because my hair was starting to thin. But I don't have that issue anymore. But those are just some 3 really quick tips that will help you to lock your hair, especially if you have that soft texture hair or that loose curl pattern. If you have any other tips for those who are struggling with this problem, just leave in the comments box below. If this video helped you out, leave a thumbs up or share with others. You can also follow me on Instagram at naturalbeauty0214, and I just created a little blog that pretty much just goes more into details about my videos and my life on www.naturalbeauty0214. So thanks for watching. See you guys next week. As always, signing out. Peace. Me personally, I am a fan of moisturizing products because I do not want to have the issues of the dryness. So I do use moisturizing shampoos and conditioners, but I still every so often use sea salt. Because if you just use moisturizing shampoo and conditioners on locks, your hair will have issues. Like your hair will start to unravel, especially if it's really soft. You will find yourself getting some thin spots. Moisturizing products can cause problems, but you have to do stuff that's going to reverse that if you want to keep the moisturizing properties and the locking properties. There's just little things that you can do here and there to kind of balance everything out.